2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. These are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will have their work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with a win.
And I think for the Bucks, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
They're really looking good as this season winds down. They should take pride in being one of the elite teams in their conference throughout this season.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, the Warriors are one of the best offensive teams in the league, and Steve Kerr talks about his offensive philosophy often. He said, I believe unequivocally as a coach, and I believed it as a player, that the ball has to move. When the ball stops, the game stops. And I don't think you can win at the highest level by playing too much one-on-one. Kevin?
Thanks for that, D.A. And the Warriors move the ball so quickly. Their team chemistry is off the charts. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense. Transition defense, I think, would be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got to control the boards. You got to be aggressive on the defensive end because this game can get out of hand if you don't get back on D.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot, manning the middle. Clock is at 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot comes out, and Golden State will come the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Now here's Durant. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it.
Here's Middleton. To the inside. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here's Curry. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. About 1 minute into the first. Pachulia kicks to Durant. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Middleton with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Dishes it to Henson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Henson's got the game going here with the first basket for the Bucks. Outside Curry. The feed to Durant. Pachulia sets a screen for Durant. Over in the corner, Green. Curry attacking. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, under intense defensive pressure, Steph rises above.
On defense, the Warriors. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Bledsoe with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they were moving.
Now here's Curry, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. And Thompson kicks to Pachulia. Outside for Durant. Just 4 to shoot. Misses from close range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Curry. Over Bledsoe. Another miss by Curry.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
Offensive rebound. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 4th in three-point field goal percentage. 12th in shooting percentage. And tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Durant. Toledovich grabs the board.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time. You know, yeah, I think back to when I was fortunate enough to join the Warriors as a rookie, made the playoffs as a rookie. Then the next year I didn't come back, and it was strange to see them not in the playoffs for such a long time. But look at how far this franchise has come since those days.
Pachulia, good.
And Kevin, he's practically doubling his assist totals over the back half of his career. Durant's a more than willing facilitator. Whatever helps his team win, he's willing to do it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 23 points for him the last game against Orlando.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it.
Sinks the three-pointer.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to him.
Curry kicks to Durant. Green, the screen. Goes up off the pick. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, stretch Armstrong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length is just unreal.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Warriors making the shot. Henson with the screen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
That free throw missing.
Antetokounmpo, just incredibly talented, a long, lanky, athletic powerhouse of a player.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Draymond Green. And he sinks the second.
Oh, in just a few years, it's safe to say Steve Kerr is one of the most respected coaches in the NBA.
Curry dishes to Durant. Back to Curry. He kicks it to Thompson. Pachulia inside. Working on Henson. The three. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
I mean, that's his pump fake. I mean, it works for almost anybody, but his is just great. For a shooter like Thompson, I mean, it's doubly effective.
And for Kerr, rare is it to see someone jumping from the commentator booth into being one of the top coaches in the NBA.
Well, we all knew that Steve had a great mind for basketball, so it isn't surprising to see his success. It's just rare to see a coach have this much success so quickly. I mean, it seems like he's making coaching look easy.
3 shots. 3 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
He hits the second from the line.
And you look at the Bucks and this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
And he nails the third. And when so much of the NBA is trying to capitalize, Greg, on small ball, the Bucks said they're going to go for tall ball if they can make it work.
And what the length and height gives the Bucks is a few things. One, you get matchup advantages at least at a few positions on the floor. Great coverage in the passing lanes. And remember now, the half court is much bigger because of the impact of the three-point shot. You need size, skill, and activity to be able to guard that far from the basket.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Henson the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Henson. And John Henson with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Curry kicks to Thompson. Pass to Iguodala. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Milwaukee with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
Well, also, when you're a monster underdog, you have to play like a monster. You have to be aggressive, really physical. I didn't think they brought that level of intensity.
Well, one book that is out on Curry is that you can body him and knock him around off the ball. Chris, a lot of teams feel that if you can beat him up as he comes off a screen, he'll be far less productive. What do you think?
Well, whether it's true, not true, fair or unfair, Curry's definitely getting banged around off there. If you watch him off the ball in some games, he gets grabs, push, pull, you name it.
Bucks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Antetokounmpo against Durant from 13. That's short off the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Iguodala dishes to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Durant. And that misses. That would have put him up.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
And Maker the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists tonight. Outside Curry. McGee a screen. Curry passes to Durant. Thompson outside. Stolen by Brogdon. Now the Bucks moving it up. A finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Oh, that was sweet, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Not only can he set up others, but he can also be a big-time finisher.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the bucket by the Bucks. Iguodala kicks to McGee. It's stolen by Maker. Here's Snell. That one doesn't drop, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Outside Curry. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
He is almost as hard to stop inside as he is out. I mean, Curry just finishes. That wiry frame and speed of his, he can still get to the hoop and finish strong.
Now here's Bledsoe. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. And the call will be against Thon Maker. That's his first foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Wilson, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. Golden State also making some changes. West is checked in for Durant. Patrick McCaw comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Warriors trail by 4. The pass to McCaw. Back to Livingston. In the corner, Iguodala with it. West gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Dellavedova. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Passes to Brogdon. He feeds it to Maker. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
McGee a screen. And here's Livingston. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Can't connect from short range. Milwaukee in the lead. Dellavedova kicks to Snell. Outside Wilson. Tries a 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now Livingston looking for his first basket still in this one. Tries again. West kicks to Livingston. Shot from the low block. They shoot again and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Warriors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
Caspi, he's checked in for Golden State.
One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Chris, we often talk about what makes a good coach or a good player, but to change it up a bit, what do you think is an aspect of being a good general manager in the NBA?
think being a good manager is about a couple of things. Knowing how to manipulate and deal with the salary cap so that you can bring the best players around each other, but the skill sets have to fit. Best players aren't just what a guy has done in the past or how many points he scored or how many records that he's broken. It's about, does his skill set fit with another player? So you don't want two guys that are ball handlers on the same team, or you don't want two guys that need a ball handler to facilitate, and therefore you don't have anyone to penetrate. So someone that knows how to weave and interject different skill sets that will complement each other, I think, is the type of GM that is successful in this league.
Sometimes easier said than done, though, right?
I think most times easier said than done, because a lot of GMs have some great ideas, but they need someone else to help in that trade, or a player that's willing. And so, you have a lot of moving factors right there.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. McGee's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's how you run the pick and roll. Livingston times the dish off beautifully.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Milwaukee making a switch here. Liggins is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Bell is checked in for JaVale McGee. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by Livingston. 11 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 to shoot. Dellavedova kicks to Brogdon. No good on the triple. Caspi. No good that time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors ahead as they end the first quarter with a massive 16-6 run. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
DeAndre Liggins out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Maker. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Dellavedova in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Livingston after the basket by Milwaukee. And he dunks it down.
Still with enough explosiveness and with great length to finish, Sean Livingston.
Bucks trail by 7. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. They set the pick. Dellavedova, the pass to Brogdon. Kicks it to Maker. He dishes it to Liggins. Buries the long-range jumper. Liggins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, and you hear about the Warriors having, an unfair amount of talent. I mean, there's a little bit of truth to that. This roster's stacked when you look at 2 MVPs at the heart and soul of guys like Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala. When you look at a sharpshooter like a Thompson, I mean, of course, those guys can play. But still, 4 All-Stars on the team has happened plenty of times in the past, but I would beg to differ that is, misleading because I don't know if the 4 players were individually as good as some of the guys on this team.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the 3 by Milwaukee. Pass to West. Golden State moving it around. Now here's Livingston. Not a lot of room. Chris, other teams with 4 All-Stars that you referred to, the Pistons in the mid-2000s and even more recently the 2014 Atlanta Hawks. Still, the Warriors, 4 All-Stars, hard to match.
Yeah, and part of it is that for the Warriors, the 4 for the Warriors are all NBA-level talents. I mean, we're used to seeing 2, 3 megastars on the team, but 4 legit all NBA-level players, that's rare, even from a historical perspective.
Drops it in from 11 feet. Livingston's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, and this is where Livingston makes his money. Tremendous mid-range game.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Feeds to Maker. And that one drops for him.
Timeout.
Maker's got 6 points. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. And the NBA game is evolving, Chris. You know that. And if you were starting back at square one, say, and trying to develop your skills to prepare yourself for a pro career, is there anything you do differently to prepare yourself for how the game is being played now?
That's a great question. I remember playing in Washington, and I shot over like 35% from the three-point line. And I remember in the paper they were saying, we don't need big fellas to do that. So I got right back in the post. And so the game has changed so much. And so I would really say that I would balance the work that I did in the post with outside of the post. I would just make sure that I would continue to stretch the floor as far as three-pointers, to give guys room to drive. And I would have definitely continued to work on my ball handling, maybe where a picker could have screened for me, and then I could have been the initiator, since in most times I was kind of that point forward. But for the most part, no, I would have tried to put the same effort in, but definitely with different skill sets. You get to play differently now. When we think about it, I don't think Larry Bird got to shoot 2 3-pointers a game. Imagine if he would have got to just let 7 go. I don't know what we would ask him, except would you have to ice your wrist after games a little bit more because you would be able to shoot more. So I think the freedom would have been fun, but I don't think I would have had to prepare any differently.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now here is Dellavedova. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Teletovic misses.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Green with a screen on Middleton. They set the pick. Shot from the wing. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Vaughn kicks to Henson. Henson, a screen on Curry. Dellavedova with the ball. Curry meets him. Middleton for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Curry. From downtown, Curry with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Thompson against Middleton. Over Thompson. Middleton can't get it to go. Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Thompson dishes to Curry. Back to Thompson. Stolen by Middleton. The feed to Dellavedova. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 8 points for Henson.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Curry. He has 7. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
You know what? The area code just doesn't matter with this guy. Steph just dropping bombs.
Timeout.
And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
And a big story for the Bucks team is that they are slated to play their last season here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And then starting in 2018, they'll be playing next door at what should be a beautiful complex.
Yeah, and it was part of the plan to keep the Bucks happy and playing here in Milwaukee. Goal is to have the venue act as a new centerpiece for the downtown district, and it seems like a fantastic place to build a state-of-the-art NBA arena.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Bledsoe comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Golden State also making some changes. Durant comes in for Bell, and it's Iguodala in for Casper. Now here's Bledsoe. Dishes it to Teletovic. Pass to Middleton. Bledsoe outside. Teletovic setting the pick for Bledsoe. Stolen by Thompson. A floater, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
That lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
The Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
One shot.
Well, we always hear about how some guys are locker room leaders or a veteran presence on a team. Chris, how quickly does someone establish themselves as a team leader? It's universally embraced by the rest of the team.
It's tough. You know, some guys can come in and do it day one, but I think that we've seen a lot of leaders grow, whether it was a great leader like a two-time MVP in Nash. It took some years first for him to understand himself and then kind of let his leadership you follow that on the court. We bring that to today with a guy like a John Wall. It's taken him about 4 or 5 years to really learn to be around veterans, but guys are coming in younger now, and so I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to develop, but as long as they're continuing to learn, as long as they're continuing to put the effort out, because you're a leader first by what you do, not by what you say. And so if you are trying to figure your way out and work hard, then you're being a leader. People are figuring it out. It's usually when does the vocal part come in along with kind of leading by an example. And so I think for every person it's different, but it's a lot of fun watching because when they get to that point, you've definitely seen some development and growth from them mentally and physically when you know they've taken over the reins like a guy like John Wall has.
Good insight. And Chris, as we know, the Warriors are expected to move over to a brand new arena in San Francisco in the upcoming years. Actually, groundbroken early 2017.
Well, it's always going to be the Bay Area's team, you know, that's for sure. You know, I've seen the renderings of the new stadium, and they look absolutely amazing. You just hope it keeps the same atmosphere and it allows the same fans to come.
Now here's Curry. He's got 13. Here's Middleton. Thompson with the rebound.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Kevin, this is why Durant is a top talent. His ability to score even while getting fouled. An impressive athlete.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Durant. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Count it.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Milwaukee now. 7-point differential. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. He gets it in there. 8 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Durant sets a screen for Iguodala. Thompson for three. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 8.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Teletovic the screen. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Great D that time from Curry.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Now here's Curry. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Durant kicks to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Curry passes it to Durant. Over to Teletovic. That one wide left.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala, and it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Curry, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Look how he's playing, just fearless. Steph knows there's a chance he's going to get hit. He earns himself a trip to the line.
The Warriors have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Warriors making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And both free throws good for Curry.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Bucks.
They stayed away from being too reliant on the three-point shot. They used it when they had to, but kept things balanced. And that's what you want to have, an offense that comes at you in all sorts of ways.
Bucks trail by 10. Henson with the screen. Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. Antetokounmpo, a screen on McGee. The dish to Teletovic. And Teletovic throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Oh, yeah, incredible teamwork there. A play you perfect only by practicing it until you're blue in the face.
Iguodala with the bucket.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Durant with the steal. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Teletovic grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Henson. Warriors with the rebound. McGee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Iguodala kicks to McGee. Now the pass to Curry. Over Bledsoe. It's Curry. That time on the assist by McGee. 17 points for Steph Curry.
Can you say unconscious tonight? I mean, Steph has been focused from the giddy-up.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him. And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, as you said, the aggressiveness Bledsoe has going to the rim is a key for him to getting those open shots then on the perimeter.
And the team is at their best when he is in attack mode. I mean, opens up lanes for cuts as you just can't keep him out of the paint. Knows when to drop off a pass after he beats his opponent as well for an easy score.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. Here is Livingston. He has 6. McGee a screen. It's Curry outside. Over Bledsoe. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Maker with the ball. McGee's there. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. The Warriors, number 1. In the third spot, the Bucks.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
McGee is screen on Brogdon. Here's Livingston, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Oh, that's just a smart decision by Livingston. No one stops the ball, so what does he do? He takes it himself.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. West picks him up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant. The Bucks have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. At the line for 2.
Shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Durant. That one misses.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now here's Curry. 19 points in the game. Livingston with it. Shoots over Brogdon. Rebounded by the Bucks. On to Tacumbo's got his 5th rebound in this one. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Brogdon.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Here's Livingston. He's got 8. Pick by West. It's Curry outside. He can't hit that time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatch. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points and 4 assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, Ernie, you can just about set it in stone. The best shooter in NBA history. Steph Curry showing and proving in the first half. Wow.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
I was unimpressed, Ernie. Very unimpressed with their offense. You know, guys seem to be going through emotions, not cutting, not hustling. They failed to get back into a great offensive rhythm. They'll need to step it up big in the second half to cut into this lead.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Warriors leading by 11. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Iguodala is at the 3 with Green playing the 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Pachulia in at the 5, roaming the paint. And he makes that 1. And that's now 7 points for Klay Thompson.
Oftentimes we think of Thompson as an outside shooter, but he has the size and the skill set to score inside as well.
Antetokounmpo against Iguodala. Bledsoe right side, poked away. Iguodala outside. Pachulia sets a screen for Iguodala. Off the pick. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Bucks trail by 15. Bledsoe outside. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Teletovic in the post, guarded by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance, and Green slams it in.
The awareness of everything around him. Curry picks it clean, then off to the races.
Iguodala against Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Teletovic. Henson with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Bledsoe. Another shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Bledsoe's got 7 points.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you, and also you can use your handles and your quickness.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Pass to Henson. Back to Bledsoe. Shot from 12. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Teletovic has got his second bucket.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Curry. He's got 21. Outside, Green. No good on the 3.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. From deep. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Bucks have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Warriors. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Bledsoe against Curry. Pachulia with the screen on Bledsoe. With the teardrop, Curry, good.
Timeout.
Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, and that's the floater Curry has perfected. I mean, difficult for the defense to predict exactly when he's going to use it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. It's interesting to see the impact of technology on the game, too. I heard LeBron James. A lot of players now review footage on a tablet when they check out their play.
Well, yeah, you know, back in the older days, a lot of us went to the locker room and you would go in the room and watch it on video. So it's the same type premise. It's just that, you know, technology is better today. I mean, every guy wants to do it. You want to know what you're doing well, what you're doing wrong. You're all a coach on the floor. You're the quarterback, and LeBron especially is the quarterback of his offense. So it doesn't surprise me before that he's studying tape.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Warriors.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. 5 on the clock. That one misses. And Golden State will come the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Curry dishes to Pachulia. At the elbow, Green. Picked by Pachulia. Durant with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. Bucks trail by 15. It's stolen by Curry. Thompson for the triple. Outside for Curry. Inside. And then Durant with the jam.
In my opinion, he's more of a combo guard than a true point. Curry showing Hall of Fame vision that time.
And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, you know, Chris, the points are always there for him.
Well, look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant gets overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. There's the pick. To the inside, Henson, and slam dunk by Henson.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Curry passes to Durant. Thompson outside. Green, the screen. The drive by Thompson. Again, Durant missing. Bucks trail by 16. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. And Middleton kicks to Henson. Teletovic from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Teletovic has got 7 points.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
Curry dishes to Pachulia. And the foul on John Henson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Bell's checked in. Middleton against Thompson. Outside, Green. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Teletovic with a screen on Curry. Kicks to Teletovic. Back to Dellavedova. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Dellavedova's got his first points in this one.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. They set the screen. From the high post. Again, Curry missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now here is Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. The screen from Thompson. And that one's good. Durant. Durant's got 10.
It's almost strange to see a player with Durant's height have that much speed on the drive. It gets him to the rim with ease.
Timeout called, the Bucks. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
And the Bucks with some changes. Thon Maker's checked in for Henson. Tony Snell comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And Brogdon subbed in for Chris Middleton. Then for the Warriors, West is checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Brogdon with it, picked up by Thompson. Dellavedova kicks to Brogdon. Maker passes to Snell. Bucks passing it around. Here's Brogdon, and it comes off the front of the rim. Warriors leading by 13. Durant kicks to Livingston. He feeds it to Thompson. He dishes it to Durant. The second effort, and it's good on the layup. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, Durant is a hustler, someone who stays active on the glass for second chance opportunities.
They set the pick. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Maker with a screen for Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant. The Bucks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Warriors leading by 14. Livingston kicks to Bell. Thompson dishes to West. Pass to Thompson. And the call will be against Thon Maker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And here's Livingston. He's got 8. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. Durant in the corner. Puts up a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 15 points for Kevin Durant.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Feeds it to Snell. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. Over Thompson. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Antetokounmpo's got 7 now in this quarter. Warriors leading by 15. Now Livingston. Pick by West. Livingston passes to Durant. West a screen on Brogdon. West outside. Second shot opportunity. Out to Thompson. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Warriors, number 1. 5th best, the Bucks.
You know, I don't think we're going to see a shot clock violation in this one, fellas. I mean, both of these teams play at a breakneck pace.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Inside. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
You could never have enough offense in the low post.
The Bucks have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
One shot.
Here is Durant. 15 points in the game. Thompson outside. Durant with a screen on Brogdon. They set the screen. Out to Thompson. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Bucks trail by 12. Brogdon the pass to Maker. Bledsoe kicks to Snell. Back to Bledsoe. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Livingston kicks to Bell. On the wing, Thompson. Knocks down the three ball. Thompson's got 10.
The defender has to try to stay in Klay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot. Well, his Splash brother might own the record, but if Curry wasn't in the league, we might talk about Klay Thompson as the best shooter ever. I mean, incredibly high three-point percentage for his career, and one of the prettiest, smoothest, nicest shooting strokes you'll ever see.
Now, here is Bell. Following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. There's a screen. Thompson against Antetokounmpo. Bell. Milwaukee with the rebound. And with Klay having claim to best shooter, if not for Curry, see whether the numbers back it up. Klay has the most threes in a season for anyone not named Curry.
Well, I mean, he definitely passed the eye test as one of the greatest shooters. No wasted motion, lightning fast release. Just watching Klay is amazing with how he is able to shoot the rock.
Durant in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 18 points for Kevin Durant.
He's been blazing hot to begin this half after looking utterly lost during the first. Nice turnaround.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. 11 seconds left in the third. Durant with some nice D.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really it had the same effect.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Hey, we've been really solid. Everybody's been really solid, and that's great. Now let's take it a step a little bit higher, a little further defensively in particular.
Encouragement from Steve Kerr, but then the prod there you saw guys at the end knows his guys have a little bit more to give.
Yeah, there's a balance. On D, they have to take away the airspace, but also resist the temptation to over-contest. Don't want to open up lanes and commit fouls.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. We've got Malcolm Brogdon. Antetokounmpo is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Maker, and it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Thompson in the corner. Outside for Curry. The feed to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Pass to Pachulia. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bucks. Bledsoe against Curry. Durant dishes to Iguodala. Pachulia with the screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Curry. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, man, the shiftiness of Steph, the quick trigger. Hard got to defend without fouling.
Two.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
And the two-time league MVP, Steph Curry, one of only 2 active guys to win the MVP more than once in well over a decade.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And we've seen a few players come into the NBA through different paths, either playing overseas for a year or spending time in the D-League, now known as the G-League. Chris, do you think that these alternative paths to the NBA will ever be as common as the standard collegiate path to the NBA?
Well, I think it can be, only because there's such an international presence in the game, and that now you're starting to find players all over. And the great thing about the NBA is it doesn't matter where you come from, it just matters what type of skill set that you have. So I can see it being other paths to the NBA, but the NCAA is always going to be one, in the fact that guys want to play for their state teams, and that's always going to be fun to watch. But thank God for basketball fans and athletes, there's a lot of paths to the NBA, which is the ultimate if you want to play basketball.
Absolutely.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Green.
Well, you hear the term coach on the floor often, but it's usually reserved for point guards. But Draymond Green deserves that title, too. He's the general for this team when calling out defensive plays and assignments. I mean, Draymond essentially just helps run the team's defense every trip down the floor.
John Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Tony Snell. Both free throws good from Green. And with Draymond, a lot of guys can just bark out stuff on defense. But you know what? He studies the opposition. He watches a lot of tape, and really he is so prepared, Chris, going into a game.
Well, you don't get considered to be one of the best defenders in the league without working like Draymond. I mean, he'll break down film on specific players to learn their tendencies. If you miss an assignment, he'll get right in your face about it, regardless of who you are.
As competitive a guy as Draymond Green is, sometimes he can get in his own way. There's no doubt about that. Not entirely his fault, but calls don't seem to fall in his favor a lot because he is so physical, and perhaps, Chris, because of his reputation. We don't even need to go into his natural shooting motion.
Yeah, you mean with the leg? But with Draymond, that just comes with the territory. He presses buttons of refs and opposing players, and sometimes with the fans. I mean, yeah, he'll lose out on calls, but at the end of the day, he's a guy that everybody in the league hates, but will want on their team.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. The dish to Teletovic. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
That's all he needs, just an inch of separation from beyond the arc and showing good touch.
Curry on the wing. Guarded by Bledsoe. Green, the screen. Thompson in the posts. Defended by Middleton. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D.
After a trying first half where he struggled with the shot, he has really found his rhythm, shooting the rock in the second half.
Teletovic against Green. Bledsoe for three. Green with the rebound. Green's got his third rebound on the night. On the wing, Thompson. There's the triple. Rebound, Milwaukee. On to Tacumbo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Middleton inside the three-point line. Had the space there, but it's offline. Warriors leading by 22. Curry passes to Iguodala. Bledsoe against Curry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, a few seasons ago, the NBA introduced the last 2-minute report, where they release a review of all the calls in the final 2 minutes of a game. It has certainly had some mixed reaction. Chris, how do you feel about the public review that a refereeing crew now faces with the report?
Well, I think pressure should be on referees just like it is on players. I think everyone gets their job evaluated, and it's no different from anyone else. I don't know what it does, though, what a report does by telling you what happened in the last 2 minutes and that this referee missed the call. So I don't know what it does, but I don't mind it because everyone needs to be held accountable, and transparency is always good.
Very well said, Chris. And both free throws good for Curry. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Antetokounmpo dishes to Teletovic. Here's Henson, and slam dunk by Henson.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Pachulia with the screen on Bledsoe. The pass to Green. He kicks it to Pachulia. Curry against Bledsoe. And Curry, here we go. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight. No one near Teletovic as he lets it go. Misses off the right iron. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Curry against Bledsoe. Now here's Curry. Picked by Pachulia. Curry kicks to Pachulia. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Oh, because of the scoring pressure Curry puts on the defense, the dump off to the roller is pretty much there every time.
Bledsoe passes to Teletovic. Back to Bledsoe. Teletovic dishes to Henson. Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. Outside Curry. Passes it to Thompson. Back to Curry. Thompson with it. To the paint. Pachulia, good. Pachulia's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Teletovic with a screen on Iguodala. Antetokounmpo kicks to Teletovic. No good again that time.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. The D got away with one there.
Right side Curry. Outside Green. Kicks it to Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris, bench celebrations can be seen as showing up the other team. Is there a balance in your mind of how players can celebrate without maybe rubbing it in the other team's face?
I mean, this isn't baseball. If basketball was baseball, if we hit a home run, then we could trot, turn around, spin. We don't, you have respect for your players by how hard you play against them, by preparing for them, by, not playing dirty. But basketball, no. No, the culture is in the parks. The culture is with guys that play, and the bench should have as much fun. I love watching the benches go crazy. Think of how hard those guys on the bench work all season long and may never get in. What's wrong with being hyped for your teammates? No, I don't think it should be turned. I love it. Actually, I think some of these benches need to turn it up even more. Hopefully we get a better show on the bench.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Wilson, he's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. DeAndre Liggins checks in for Antetokounmpo. Rashad Vaughn, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. Dellavedova with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Vaughn. They set the pick. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
McCaw, the pass to Curry. Over to the wing. And the wing jumper offline.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Vaughn can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Curry dishes to Casper. The NBA coaching ranks always looked at and scrutinized. Only 30 great jobs out there in the league, and yet they're on the firing line, it seems like, every season. Chris, what enables head coaches, in your opinion, to be successful? And has that changed over the years?
Well, I think what allows you to be successful, first of all, what is your acumen for the game? Can you communicate? Can you inspire players? Are you a humble guy? And, you know, I think those are the main things that you have to, you know, have as a coach. But look, players get traded all the time. Everybody's under pressure. So, you know, just got to do your best and keep it moving.
Curry kicks to Caspi. Picked by Pachulia. They double-team Curry. 3 for Caspi, and another 3 for Golden State.
I really like to see Caspi stroking from outside. He's so dangerous from the perimeter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And here is Dellavedova. Vaughn, the pass to Dellavedova. Henson with the screen. Off the screen. Dellavedova, that's good.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Curry kicks to McGee. Back to Curry. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Two.
First one falls for him. Chris, you look at the way the game is played now. We have seen some retired players say it is soft.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is soft when you look through their lens. That's true. But that's the way that the game is today. And so if you're a fan just coming to the game now, or, you know, if this is the game you love, you accept it and you keep moving on. As long as the fans love it, as long as the players are having fun with it. But definitely, compared to the 80s, to the 90s, there's no doubt about it that the game is soft as far as physical play. But at the same time, look what it's produced. It has allowed players to show the beauty of an offensive jump shot, of an offensive move, and also made defenders get that much better because you have to move laterally and can't use your hands to guard.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. Golden State on D. Now Dellavedova. Pass to Vaughn. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 12. That's short off the rim.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
West outside. Here's McCaw. Knocks down the step-back J.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Dellavedova, the pass to Wilson. Back to Dellavedova. There's the screen. Wilson inside. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Timeout called the Warriors. And you look at the level of talent in the NBA now, some great players. But we've heard others say the league is watered down. How do you view that statement?
Well, I don't think you can compare eras. I think it's great to argue and have fun with them and debate them, but, you know, very sincerely, unless someone can play against each other, it's just a wasted argument. There's different eras, there's different rules. Think about how many threes Larry Bird shot per game. 1.5, 2. What if he could let it fly 10 times a game? We'd be talking about a different player there. So I think times, eras, the physical play of the 80s, of the 90s, I just know that players will handle it differently. Hand checking, the way that we call flagrant 1 fouls. It's a different league, and so I just choose to celebrate the players that we have now. They're the evolution in my mind. They're kind of the culmination of all the players that have come before them. So I just enjoy the game the way it is now.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Warriors have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Livingston kicks it to West. Back to Livingston. McGee a screen. Livingston dishes to McGee. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Yeah, while he's taking off, no one on the other side reacts. They give up the easy points.
Livingston passes to McGee. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Clock at 4, and Caspi kicks to Livingston. Over Dellavedova. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Maker, no one around him, and the 3 off target. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
Well, anytime the offense ran through him, good things happened. His passing was awesome. He created a bunch of good looks for everyone else out there.
Livingston kicks to Caspi. He feeds it to West. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
Dellavedova kicks to Maker. The shot off that time. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Steph, what was the key that had your offense going so well tonight?
obviously guys have to make shots, and when we're creating and moving our bodies and the ball's moving, we're not turning it over. We're tough to guard, and everybody had confidence tonight to go out there and make plays. So that's contagious, and we got to find that next game if we want to keep this going.
Obviously, the way you guys want to play, Steph. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you next time.